Hey there. Today I would like to talk about the question, how can we gain insight into ourselves? This video is about how we can gain insight and knowledge into our inner selves. When we go about our daily lives, we learn from all our experiences no matter how significant or insignificant. These experiences shape our view of the world and mindset. To be able to tap into our inner selves requires us to look within and ask many questions that require deep contemplation. One of these questions is, where do we stand on our scale of worth? To ask this question means that you already have a sense of self-worth and positive self-esteem, because to recognize and question your worth requires a degree of positive self-image. When we ask this question, we must be honest about ourselves. Am I using the positive reinforcement I gain from the world to build my character? How do I know from experience that I am being the best version of myself? And number two, am I the best reflection of my values and attitudes, or am I being a perpetual hypocrite throughout my daily life? To answer this question means to have a sense of self-awareness, which is important for an understanding into our spiritual lives. It is important to reflect on your values and attitude, as this shapes the trajectory in which you live your life. Every action you take is shaped by your values and attitude, and each action leads to a specific outcome. Therefore, it is paramount that you analyze your values and attitudes so that you can plan the best outcome for your life. Finally, the third question to ask is, where do I stand in relation to my peers? Although it is not wise to ruminate regarding your social standing in relation to your peers, evaluating where you stand socially is important to set goals and ambitions for yourself. When you compare yourself to others, this provides greater self-awareness. However, this should be done in a healthy manner. This is because excessively comparing yourself to others will have a negative impact on all facets of your life. Furthermore, it may have a negative impact on mental health, because comparison naturally brings forth evaluation and self-criticism. When we take all these things into account, we see ourselves gaining greater insight into ourselves. Furthermore, we begin feeling more content, and we are able to set measurable and reasonable goals for ourselves. As a result, we become more spiritually aware. This is all important in living a good moral life, and a life that brings long-lasting satisfaction and fulfillment. Thank you for watching.